The question of why God is important to Christians can be addressed in many different ways. I mean, there's so many different ways in which you could talk about why God is important, from the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the path of salvation to the very nature of him creating and sustaining us and giving us all things that we have. But I want to give you something different today. Maybe an answer that you don't hear as often. And it's this. We're starting a theology chapter in my comparative religions and worldviews class, and the quote came up as to why studying theology is important, and it talked about this. If God does not exist, then theology is a waste of time. But if God does exist, though, then everything else is a waste of time if it doesn't take theology into account. See, here's the point when it relates to students and my work with students. Most of them are probably thinking of where they want to go to school and what they're going to study in college and major in and what their job is going to be and if they're going to get married or not and whether they should have a boyfriend or girlfriend in high school. Now, my advice to students where they want to go, what school should I go to and what degree should I study and what's my major going to be? My question is, well, what do you want to do in life? Right? Because what you want to do in life is going to determine where you go to school and what you're going to study. But the more foundational question behind that is, what is the purpose of life? You see, if the purpose of life is to make the most money you can possibly make, then go become a doctor or an accountant or an engineer or a lawyer or something like that. Don't become a teacher. Not going to make you much money. But if the goal of life is to be as happy as possible, maybe you don't even go to school. Maybe just get a job where you can do whatever you want. Right? What people don't often ask is that more foundational question of what is the purpose of life? Because the purpose of life, what we are created to do, and how we are created, and the interests and talents and abilities that we have are going to shape that question of what do I want to do or what should I do? And what should I do is going to influence decisions like what job do I have, where do I live, who do I marry, whether I should have kids, and where I should go to college, what I should study in college, and even what movies or video games or homework I should be doing this weekend right now. Should I do my homework tonight or should I play video games? Well, is school important? Your worldview is going to answer that question. And so it's belief in God, and it's God as the creator and sustainer of the world that answers that question of what is the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to know him and to make him known, to be in relationship with him and to glorify him forever. He has created me with the talents, the interests, the abilities, and the personality that I have, and putting that together, that understanding, will then help me answer the question what my life's purpose is, what I should be doing with my life, and therefore is going to influence every single decision I make, from marriage to kids to watching a movie to my career to where I live and everywhere in between. If we don't factor our theology into every decision we make, that is a huge mistake. If God doesn't exist, theology is a waste of time. Reject it, walk away, be done with it. I think that's why C.S. Lewis said, if Christianity is false, it's of no importance. If it's true, it's of infinite importance. The only thing Christianity can't be is of moderate importance. That's why God is so important to Christians.